Hello, this is Berzinsky for Beardbrand, and today I'm going to show you the 4-week trim. So recently I posted the results of the survey that I took on Instagram that talked about how often guys trim their beard. And that survey revealed that the average guy who cuts their beard at home, I think it was 53%, do it once a month or every 4 weeks. And likewise, guys who go to the barber are actually doing it on average about once a month, every 4 weeks. So how much hair are guys cutting off? So it depends on whether you're growing your hair, or whether you're trying to maintain its length, or whether you're actually trying to make it shorter. But my guess is guys who are cutting their beard once a month are maintaining the growth that they have. So how much does your beard grow in 1 month? Well, the average guy, and this is average, your beard grows 1/2 an inch or 13 millimeters per month. So to gauge that, I guess if you take your pinky is probably about 1/2 an inch or 13 millimeters. Another rule of thumb, the rule of thumb is that your thumb is 1 inch wide or about 26 millimeters wide. So that's where it comes from. It's the rule of thumb. Anyhow, so using your pinky, you can gauge how much you can cut off in 1 month. So taking off a pinky length will maintain the beard length that you have. So of course it's shorter for that month. By the end of the month it'll be back where it was. So what I'm going to do with my Beardbrand scissors and Beardbrand comb is trim off 1/2 an inch of my beard. Let me show you how that's done. So in profile here, I think you can see that there seems to be an area right here. Now granted, this is my thinner patch, but I definitely have hairs here that are significantly longer than the adjoining hairs. And I'm not going to mimic that in a cut. I'm not going to mimic that in the cut. Try to even that up if I can. One way to assure, hopefully, that you're going to get a good beard trim is every so often, if you're cutting your beard at home, go to the barber. Someone you trust, obviously, we've talked about that before, and get a good trim, a good cut, and then you have a baseline to which you can monthly try to maintain until the next time you get to the barber, or just moving forward. So that's one recommendation I have for you. Cutting my beard dry, as I've said before, because I don't want it springing up, over cutting it. And I'm going to use this pinky roll to cut off the bottom of my hair. One pinky, so you can see 1/2 an inch there, not pulling it too tight. Making sure we're recording over the sink. So this is the corner that I was talking about. So I'm going to actually take that up a little higher than the adjoining hair since it was a little longer. I'm pulling most of the hair forward. You'll see, I'll come back to this. I'm not grabbing this hair too much that's hanging on the back of my neck. My corners are very square, as you can see in the profile shot here. And I'm going to maintain that. I don't like my beard cut on an angle like this. I trim the sides of my beard here, which I'll show you in a minute, but I actually like this square cut. So that's the primary cut around the side, taking off pinky's worth, just 1/2 an inch. Maintaining my beard. So my beard in a month will look pretty much the way it did when I started this video. Doesn't look at all that much different now, and maybe that's the purpose of cutting your beard once a month. So what I'm going to do, I have a turtleneck on, and my hair growth, I'll show you here, stops very uniformly under my neck. I shave my neck but once every 3 months, every 4 months, because there's some random hairs. I have a very clean neck. It doesn't connect to any chest hair. And I mean that. It doesn't connect to any chest hair. So I'm going to pull down the back of the beard here to make sure that I got everything. Holding my head straight. So checking for symmetry, left and right. I look in the mirror. My head tipped up, and I can see that it's pretty uniform. Go back and check this on camera to make sure that statement is true. So that gave me the hard cut across the bottom. You can leave it like that. And then another technique. I showed you before how you can take your beard and soften the edges by cutting like this. Another way you can do this is by actually taking your beard outward You're pulling it outward, and you're going to make the same straight cut on those hairs, just the tips, taking off about 1/4 of an inch. And what you can see, that softens this edge. So when you pull those hairs out, they're cut slightly shorter, and then when they fall down, you can actually see them here. They soften this edge. And so a hairdresser would do that on your hair, a barber would do that on your hair, and you can do the same thing on your beard. So pulling it out directly, perpendicular to your face, and taking off just about 1/4 of an inch of those hairs. So that's just a way to soften the hard edge. If you have a very curly beard, you're not going to notice that. But if you have a straight beard, like I do, especially in the front of my hair, I don't want this really blunt line, so I soften the edge by angling the hairs and trimming them that way. So let me show you what I do to the side here. I'm going to take off a portion of my hair halfway down my cheek, and I'm pushing this hair to the back. That way I'm connecting what the barber did on my upper sideburn, gradually pulling this hair in. Turns into beard, and if you don't have your barber trim down a little bit, this hair will grow. And in my case, this hair will grow as long as the bottom, and that's where I don't want the width on my beard at the top here. So that's pretty much a 1/2 inch 13mm trim on a beard. That would be a monthly maintenance kind of trim. I want to hold my beard at this length. Not trying to let it grow, not trying to make it shorter. So in 1 month I'll come back and it'll be where it was. So what I'm going to do is take a little styling balm. I had styled it before by rolling it under. Take a little of this, the tea tree. Voila, a 4-week maintenance trim, taking off 1/2 inch, 13mm of your beard. Will maintain its length until you do it again in a month, or until you go back to the barber. Once again, doing the math, if you want your beard to grow an inch and a half, 2 inches, you have to let it grow in those incremental lengths. 2 inches is 4 months worth of growth. So my encouragement to you, if you're really trying to grow your beard, let it go. I would not suggest doing little bit trims because you're just defeating the purpose to get it longer. You can always, when you get it longer, even it out at the bottom. If you see hairs that are really out of control, of course take those off. But if you're trying to grow your beard, let it go. So this will maintain my beard for a month until I get it cut, hopefully, down at Celebration in Austin. Celebration by Beardbrand's coming up, and I hope you're all planning to attend. And my beard should be a ½ inch longer by then. So comment below, let us know about your monthly routine for trimming your beard, and if you do it monthly. And until we meet again, beard on.
Beardbrand is a premium men's grooming company with products not only for your beard, but also your hair and body. Do yourself a favor and head over to beardbrand.com and take care of yourself. Or you can stick around and watch a few more of our awesome videos.